What's going on, fellas? Today we're going to be reacting to what happened to every #1 pick from the 2000s by a channel called Sweatbands. Let's give it a gaze.
Have you ever wondered what actually happened to every single #1 overall pick from 2000 to 2009? Well, you're about to learn right now.
We're
The first
about to learn,
#1
boys.
overall
Let's
pick
go.
of the 2000s was Kenyon Martin.
Okay, Mark.
During his 4 seasons of college at the University of Cincinnati, he averaged 11 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.2 assists per game, and 1.1 steals per game. He was drafted with the first overall pick by the New Jersey Nets and would go on to have a solid 15-year career in the NBA. Along with the Nets, he also played for the Denver Nuggets, Los Angeles Clippers, New York Knicks, and Milwaukee Bucks. He would make one All-Star appearance in the 2003 to 2004 season and was also a member of the 2000 to 2001 NBA All-Rookie team. Since retiring from the league, Martin has stayed involved with pro basketball as a coach and media personality. And now he can just sit back, relax, and watch his son play in the NBA. The next pick, safe to say, would not turn out quite as well as Kenyon Martin. Kwame Brown would go on to be one of the biggest busts in NBA history. He was
I don't even know. I've never heard of I've never heard of this guy.
drafted out of high school with the first overall pick by the Washington Wizards. Early on in his career with the Wizards, Brown was able to play alongside and learn from Michael Jordan, but this may have done him more harm than good. Jordan played in an era where teammates could be very hard on each other, and with Brown growing up an enormous Jordan fan, hearing awful things said to him by his idol did nothing to help him develop his game. After only 4 seasons with Washington, he would go on to play with the LA Lakers, Detroit Pistons, Charlotte Bobcats, Golden State Warriors, and Philadelphia 76ers. Despite being widely regarded as one of the biggest busts in NBA history, Brown was still able to remain in the league for 12 seasons while averaging 6.6 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 0.9 assists while shooting a whopping 0% from 3. Next player on this list even
round of applause, lads.
gave Shaq a run for his money. Yao Ming was one of the most dominant big men in the league during his prime. He is one of the only players that made the All-Star game in every single season of their NBA career. He was drafted with the first overall pick by the Houston Rockets, and it was a no-brainer pick. The league had not seen a player with a 7'6", 310-pound frame like Ming for years. He spent all 8 seasons of his career with the Houston Rockets, and in those 8 years, he averaged 19.0 points, 9.2 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 1.9 blocks per game.
He had a short career, but
8-time
solid
All-Star,
though.
Ming was also named to the All-NBA team 5 times, a member of the 2002 to 2003 All-Rookie team, and was inducted into the Hall of Fame. If it had not been for injuries, Ming would have been able to continue to dominate the league for many years to come. But with his size and the effect of basketball on his body, his feet, ankles, and knees were unable to hold up. Now, 2003 was easily the best first overall pick of the entire 2000s era.
This pick was the pick that created the GOAT! I don't want to hear otherwise!
Despite being drafted out of high school, he dominated the league right away and has gone on to become arguably the greatest basketball player to ever play in the league. He was selected with the first overall pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Along with the Cavaliers, he has played for the Miami Heat and Los Angeles Lakers. He's currently in his 20th year in the NBA, and through that time, he's averaged 27.2 points, 7.5 rebounds, 7.3 assists, the most highly decorated players of all time, with 19 All-Star appearances, 4 NBA championships, a Rookie of the Year award, 4 MVP awards, 1 scoring title, 19 appearances on the All-NBA team, 3 All-Star MVP awards,
What
4
else?
Finals MVP awards, 1 assist title, an appearance on the 2003 to 2004 All-Rookie team, 6 appearances on the NBA All-Defensive team, and was named as a member of the NBA 75th Anniversary team. That's
a
lot
list.
of accomplishments, LeBron. Like, I'm out of breath over here reading all those. Along with this, he recently took the title from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most career points in NBA history. Now, in 2004, another fellow Laker was drafted, and he went on to have a Hall of Fame caliber career himself. Dwight Howard was selected with the top pick by the Orlando Magic in the 2004 NBA draft. In his 18 years in the league, he played for the Magic, Lakers, Rockets, Hawks, Charlotte Hornets, Washington Wizards, and Philadelphia 76ers.
Damn, bro's been all
Over
over
the
the
course
league.
of his 18 seasons in the league, he averaged 15.7 points, 11.8 rebounds, 1.3 assists, and 1.8 blocks per game. Howard made 8 All-Star appearances, won 1 NBA title, made 5 all-defensive teams, led the league in rebounds 5 times, made 8 all-NBA teams, won the Defensive Player of the Year award 3 times, led the league in blocks twice, and was a member of the 2004 to 2005 NBA All-Rookie team. Now, personally, for me, when I was watching Dwight Howard play back in the day, there was nothing like him on the Orlando Magic. When he went to his other teams, just didn't compare. Now, 2005's #1 pick might not have been the caliber of Dwight Howard or LeBron James, but Andrew Bogut was the 4th consecutive player taken with the 1st overall pick. Along with the Bucks, he played for the Golden State Warriors, Dallas Mavericks, Cleveland Cavs, and Los Angeles Lakers. Bogut led the league in blocks once, was named to the 2005 to 2006 NBA All-Rookie team, won 1 NBA championship, made the NBA All-Defensive team once, and also had 1 appearance on the All-NBA team. Bogut is yet another example of a player that could have been so much more impactful than he actually was. While he still put together a very solid career, don't get me wrong, he would miss around 30% of the games during his career due to injuries. If he had been able to have a healthy career, he could have easily been one of the best.
Whoa! Actually, no, we don't need to see that again. Fuck, man.
6, another big man was drafted first and didn't really make the splash that he was expected to either. Andrea Bargnani was the final player that did not spend time in the NCAA before being the 1st overall pick of the decade. He spent 10 years in the NBA, and during that time, he played for the Toronto Raptors, who took him with the top pick in the 2006 NBA draft, the New York Knicks, and the Brooklyn Nets. After having a steep drop-off in the 2015-16 season with the Nets, Bargnani would play in the Spanish Pro League in the following season. The only accolade that he received during his time in the league was an appearance on the 2006 to 2007 All-Rookie team. The #1 pick in 2007 was quite possibly the biggest what-if in all of NBA history. Greg Oden had an incredible collegiate career as a member of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Heading into the draft, Oden was being compared to players like David Robinson and Bill Russell. Many believed that he would carry the torch for the traditional big man, and the Portland Trailblazers selected him with the 1st overall pick over Kevin Durant. He would go on to be one of the biggest busts in recent history, but this came as a result of him never being able to stay healthy. Despite being in the league for 7 seasons, he was forced to sit out for 4 whole seasons due to injuries. Along with this, he was only able to play in 42.7% of the games in the seasons he was healthy enough to participate in. Along with the Trailblazers, Oden spent just 1 season with Miami Heat, but he was never the same after these injuries plagued his career. From one of the biggest what-ifs in the league to another one, Derrick Rose. After being the 1st overall pick to the Chicago Bulls in the 2008 NBA draft, and a very successful season with the Memphis Tigers, Rose quickly emerged as one of the most promising players in the NBA. But injuries would take a major toll on his career and prevented him from being a generational talent that he had the potential to be. Along with the Bulls, Rose would play with the New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers, Minnesota Timberwolves, and Detroit Pistons.
Grizzlies now.
In his 13 years in the league, he has averaged 17.7 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 5.3 assists per game. Despite having an ACL tear that sabotaged his entire career in the postseason of his 4th season in the league, Rose would still be able to pick up a fair amount of accolades. He was named an All-Star 3 times, an All-NBA member once, a member of the 2008 to 2009 All-Rookie team, the Rookie of the Year award, and was named the youngest MVP in NBA history in the 2010 to 11 season. The final overall pick of the decade in 2009 was Blake Griffin, and Blake Griffin back on the Clippers was a totally different player than he is today, but that's purely based on age. Now, everybody knows that athletic ability will go away slowly over time, but in his 2 seasons in college with the Oklahoma Sooners, he averaged 18.8 points, 11.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per game. He was selected with the top pick by the LA Clippers, where he was an integral piece of the Lob City era of the organization. Along with the Clippers, he also played for the Pistons, Brooklyn Nets, and the Boston Celtics right now. Throughout his 12 years in the league, Griffin was named an NBA All-Star 6 times, the All-NBA team 5 times, the 2010 to 11 All-Rookie team, and the 2010 to 11 Rookie of the Year as well. I want you guys to comment down below your favorite player on this list that you love to watch.
LeBron! Zeros is up there as well, but yeah.
And of course, hit that subscribe button, like the video. I'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah, anyway, just like what he said. Cheers for watching, fellas. Catch you next time.